In this video, we are going to learn about polynomial operations, as well as some of the vocabulary that we need to know with polynomials. So here we have a monomial, and the things that we should know is leading coefficient and degree. So the degree of this polynomial is 4, as it is the highest exponent. So this binomial is called a binomial because there are two terms, 1, 2. Here we have a monomial because there is one term. So back to this binomial, the degree is 1 because this x has an exponent of 1 and it's the highest exponent. This trinomial with 3 terms has a degree of 2 because 2 is the highest exponent. This quadrinomial has 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, but the degree is 3 because 3 is the highest exponent. So that's how it works. For the leading coefficient, that is the number that is in front of the leading term. So 2 is the leading coefficient for our monomial. For the binomial, the leading coefficient is -4. For the trinomial, the leading coefficient is 1. And the quadrinomial has a leading coefficient of -1 because we have a negative out front of the x cubed. So let's practice. We have -3x cubed minus 2. So this is a binomial. And the leading coefficient is -3. And the degree is 3. For number 2, we have we've got 3 terms, so this is a trinomial. The leading coefficient is 8, and the degree is 7. And for this final polynomial, it's not fully expanded, so we actually need to fully expand it first in order to determine the leading coefficient and the degree. So I have 2x minus 2 squared, which means I need to multiply 2x minus 2 by itself. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll do 2x times 2x, which is 4x squared. 2x times -2 minus 2x. That is -4x. -2 times 2x, -4x again. -2 times -2 is +4. So this is really 4x squared minus 8x plus 4. So that means we have a trinomial that has 3 terms. The leading coefficient is 4. And the degree is 2, as that is the highest exponent. Okay, so let's practice with polynomial operations. All right, so first I have f of x plus m of x, and above you can see we have a list of functions, a whole bunch. Here I'm just going to add f of x and m of x. F of x is 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus 3x minus 9. M of x is -5x cubed minus 2x plus 3. I'm going to go ahead and find like terms. So those are terms that have the same variable with the same exponent. So x cubed terms, I've got 2x cubed up front, and then I have -5x cubed from m of x. So I'm going to combine the two of those. 2 minus 5, or 2 plus -5, is -3. So I have -3x cubed terms. Then I'll do the same thing for x squared, but there's only 1, so I will just write it down below. It has nothing to combine with. I have a 3x and a -2x, so when I add those together, I get 1x, or plus x. And finally, -9 plus 3, so that's -6. So I have my simplified term expression. Okay, so number 2, we have h of x minus g of x. H of x is 3x plus 1. When I subtract, I'm going to put parentheses around g of x so that I don't forget to subtract both of the terms in there. I have negative x squared and negative 1. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute that negative. I have 3x plus 1 plus x squared plus 1. Combining like terms, I'm going to start with the highest exponent. X squared has nothing to combine with, so it's just x squared. Same thing is going on with 3x. I just have plus 3x. And then I have 2 plus 1, so add them together, plus 2. There's our final answer. Next up, we have g of x times h of x. So, same polynomials, we're just going to multiply them this time. Negative x squared minus 1 times 3x plus 1. So, I'm going to go ahead and multiply the negative x squared by both terms in the second expression. So, negative x squared times 3x is negative 3x cubed. Negative x squared times 1 is negative x squared. Then I'm going to go ahead and multiply negative 1 by both terms as well. So negative 1 times 3x minus 3x. Negative 1 times positive 1 is negative 1. And then if you look, we actually don't have any like terms, so that's our final answer. All right, we have h of x times m of x. Lots of parentheses there, but it's just multiplication. So h of x is 3x plus 1. And m of x is a trinomial, negative 5x cubed minus 2x plus 3. Just like before, I just need to multiply 3x by everything in my second expression. So 3x times negative 5x cubed is negative 15x to the fourth. 3x times negative 2x is minus 6x squared. 3x times 3 plus 9x. And now I do the same thing, but with the 1. 1 times negative 5x cubed is negative 5x cubed. 1 times negative 2x, negative 2x. 1 times 3 is 3. Time to find our like terms. So I have negative 15x to the fourth. That is the only term with x to the fourth. So negative 15x to the fourth will be our leading term. I'm looking for my cubed terms. I only have 1. So minus 5x cubed. Same thing's going on with my squared terms. I only have 1, so minus 6x squared. I do have 2 x terms. I have positive 9x and negative 2x. So when I combine those, I get plus 7x. And all by itself is the plus 3. So I have plus 3 at the end. And there's our final answer. All right, so let's go ahead and practice multiplying some other polynomials. I have x minus 4, so the quantity of x minus 4 squared. That is not the same thing as x squared plus 16. Sadly, it's way easier, but it is not the same thing. Those are not equal. So we actually need to rewrite x minus 4 times x minus 4. That's what squared means. It means multiply this with itself. So I need to rewrite it like that and then go ahead and multiply. X times x is x squared. X times negative 4 is negative 4x. Negative 4 times x minus 4x. Negative 4 times negative 4 plus 16. When I combine the middle terms, I end up with x squared minus 8x plus 16 as the final answer. For the next one, we have 2 binomials that are called conjugates. We'll talk more about these in another video. So when you multiply conjugates together, it's just like regular multiplication with polynomials. So I'm going to multiply x with x. I get x squared. X times negative 5 minus 5x. 5 times x, so plus 5x. And then 5 times negative 5 minus 25. What happens here when you multiply conjugates is the middle terms are going to cancel each other out. They become 0. Negative 5x plus 5x is 0. So my simplified answer is x squared minus 25. Finally, we have 2 times the quantity of x minus 5 times the quantity of 3x plus 7. This is just a reminder that if you have a constant on the outside of your parentheses, it is only going to multiply into the first set of parentheses. 2 will multiply with x, and then it will multiply with negative 5. So I'll get 2x minus 10. That is going to go ahead and multiply with 3x plus 7. So 2x times 3x is 6x squared. 2x times 7 plus 14x. Negative 10 times 3x minus 30x. And negative 10 times 7 minus 70. Combine the like terms. I get 6x squared minus 16x minus 70. And there you go. Thanks for watching.